We are here, we are here, we are here on this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis, and we are marking up SQM. We are on the 12-month time frame. Price action, last candle to right hand side is a bearish red candle. More like a doji style candle with a long wick up to the high, same as a second, so it's retesting something at that high and lost momentum. So we are looking for price to break out that second last candle towards a higher low, unless it regains support and pushes up from the third last candle doji cross. Current price is sitting at 68.14. So if price pushes up from this area, price can tag that high area of the highest rating structure at 79.80. If price action work its way down, it can tag, let's go with the second last candle bottom of that wick, and maybe some of that third to last candle bottom of that wick. So that would be near the numbers of 46.62 or 40.64. Or we can just take that whole area and just respect it as a whole. And if we put a zone in it, we can see that market is at the midpoint. So we have high, we have a midpoint, we have a low. Midpoint is a zone, unless you want to respect SR lines only. Also, price action can tag the midpoint of those SR lines, and that means price can head down to the midpoint area nearing the numbers of, and that will be near the numbers of 63.66 or near the number of the bottom of the price action wick, which would be near the numbers of 59.17. So say we grab that 59.17 bottom of price, we can do the same thing, and that will be to add a zone with the area. So let's take a look at price. So once again, price action. So let's say price action breaks above the 79.80 mark and it pushes up higher, and it can head up. We're looking for it to engulf those wicks, so which would be the current price action wick or the second last candle wick. But if this price action candle is active and it reverses to a bullish green and pushes up, then that means that the price action wick may not be respected, but we're not too sure if it may not make it to the highest of that second last candle wick, which will be near the numbers of 115.67. So we'll just grab the midpoint of that area, which will be finding the highest wick, which would be the second last candle, and average it off with the second last candle wick. And you can see it kind of grab the midpoint. Didn't have to, but you want to get it right on the second and two wicks side by side within that 98, and that tags the numbers of 98.33. And you can also create zones on this individually, so a little bit above, a little bit below, or you could just grab the whole stack to the high, and we can take a look at what's going on as we walk down the time frame. So let's read the market, see what's going on. So we have a huge pattern right in front of us, identified as a double bottom. Price action could be a retest, so let's read what happened. So we have a green candle with price action, but let's think about if it was coming down from somewhere, red first. So think about it as being first, second, third, and market pushed up for that fourth leg. So the double bottom that was created on the left hand side, but we do know is more of a consolidation that really pushed that pattern up, but it looks like a double bottom. And then the market came back to retest the double bottom with another double bottom towards that midpoint. So when that market came back to retest again, it created the first, second, third, and we did receive a double bottom. Third last candle retest, price action pushed up. Price action, I should say second last candle pushed up to a high, lost a lot of momentum, came back down with the price action as a retest. So we're going to see if it's going to follow up and push up into that zone and finally push out. So that means we look for the break and retest to see if the market can work its way up higher unless we receive the consolidation, and that could be primarily of just say within that area, because we don't know if it's going to make it to that high. So you can go as the breakout of the second last candle body. So this will be anything within that second last candle body can identify as consolidation. And if that market work its way down, where is it coming from? So multiple pushes to the high. So identify as overall structure as creating the first leg, retesting with the price action. Now we have to wait to see what's happening. It can come back for another retest and then push down for an M pattern. It could consolidate, or it may just create that double bottom as we see a retest and push up further. And if it pushes up, that'll be the first push. So it's identified as first, second, third, fourth retest, or a second push, one retest, and that'll be the second push. And so it means if it does push up with a bullish green candle, another double bottom was performed and retest the previous double bottom. Now working our way to the 6-month time frame, so price action, 6-month time frame reading as a bearish red candle. So same thing is reading as market spiked up, lost a lot of momentum towards the second, the last candle, and the third last candle, but the price action came back to retest. So what this is reading as, just with the wicks, reading the wicks is reading as a double top. So we have two spike ups to the top that creates an M pattern. Market dropped back down, came back to retest with the price action, and came back down with momentum. So with just reading the wicks at the highs of price second and third last candle in the market is reading as a double top and a retest. Headed down to the 3-month time frame. Let's see what's happening, what's being formed. So market broke into that area. So we have a first leg, second leg, third leg. If we read the bodies, it's going to read as first, second, third, fourth. So we have a double top, second last candle retest, price action push. So it's reading as a double top and retest. But if we read the wicks, it's reading as 3 pushes to that high, which is a triple top. And the market came back to retest the triple top with the second last candle. So it's a triple top and a retest, and market pushed down. Working our way to the monthly time frame. So price action monthly time frame, bearish red candle. Tagged the midpoint line with the wick, lost a lot of momentum. So it may be identifying it could be a reversal and pushed up with a bullish green candle. But we are seeing bearish red candle, so it can still follow up with another break through the bearish red candle. So we gonna say this market is dropping with bearish red candles until we identify bullish green candles to work its way up, and primarily you're just looking for a bullish green candle to engulf the price action candle, push that market up and out of that area. Okay, then it'll be identified as an overall break retest, and the market pushed up. Working our way down to the weekly time frame, still reading the same thing with the second last candle, price action bullish green candle doji style. So it's just consolidating at the top of that zone that is on below the midpoint of the second to last candle. Working our way down to the daily. So daily time frame, we are going to add our SR lines on this one. So we're going to add our SR lines towards the highest wick or body. So which will be in the second last candle is a wick on this thing, which will be, we're going to add the green SR line, and we're going to grab that lowest body wick, which would be already on that SR line. So we're going to just flash that color, change that color over to red, which is already red, so it's already respected. So we have the, so basically what the market is doing is consolidating within the second last candle to receive the breakout to the top side or breakout to the bottom side. So we're waiting for a pattern to form. Walking down to the 4-hour time frame. So what's reading on the 4-hour time frame is reading that it came back to retest that midpoint. So the market broke, came back to retest. Now is it going to push down further, identify another retest, work its way down the levels, or is it going to consolidate so far within that low? But we all know that we are in a consolidation of that overall third to last candle. Same as the 3-hour time frame, stopped at the midpoint, headed down to the 2. Same as well, headed down to the 1, same as well, headed down to the 45, same as well, 30, 15. So now we're receiving some consolidation. Now we're going to see if this market is identified as a retest. So if so, it's identified as first, second with a push, price action could be a retest, and it can push up with a bullish green candle, consolidate, or break down.